making an automatic kindling machine to split small pieces of wood to start fire. This is going to be the conveyor. So this is the controller for the conveyor. It's the AC. This is my stop. I didn't fix it because I want to put the conveyor. This is for the motor conveyor. Also, all the frame is made by 1.5 by 1/8, but I suggest to go bigger because those machine shakes a lot. Also, that tube is a 3 by 3/4 inch. It's going to be my where's the knife is going to be. So this is the motor mount. It goes here. That's the tensioner bracket. I did that with the plasma cutter. It goes here. So the engine, it's not the engine, the motor. It's a 1 horsepower. I'm putting on 110, and the pulley is 2.5 diameter. One-inch spindle block. We will see with the time if they're gonna fail or not. So that's my crankshaft. I've machined it to receive the pulley. Here I welded both sides to the shaft. This is only a spacer. I put a spacer here, threaded. This is the eccentric to lock the bearings. Here's some dimension. The diameter, that's solid steel. It's about 6.5 by 3/4. That one is about 16. And what you want a lot of weight. Let's say the pulley is super light, but you need to add weight here because you want some inertia to hit the wood. I'm going to get the conveyor. Okay, this part is my slider. It goes here with two countersink bolts. You can see at the bottom it's countersink. And then the sliders are UHMW. It can be nylon too. So you just, on both sides, whoop, wrong piece. It goes on top. And then you have the knife. It goes in here. And on top, another UHMW. And then you have the cap, secure with four bolts. This is my plate for the sliders. This is going to be screwed with two 3 bolts on the machine. You have two sides. So I'm putting UHMW where Teflon is with 2 here. Both sides. I'm gonna have this tonight. Boom. And on top too. That one will have holes in the screw on that thing. This is going to be the front. Yep. You have to work out. And then I'm going to secure the plastic with wood screws. I'm gonna use a 1/2 inch rod end. Not my first choice, but it's cheap, replacement parts. It's nylon ones, but I would suggest more the one with the brass and a grease fitting. So, boop. I've machined that one. The rod end goes on it. Oh, I'm 1.5 inches from the center, so it's giving me 3 inches of stroke. Nylon lock. Okay, you'll see those machines shakes a lot. They need a lot of weight. I am also on my lift, so it's not touching the ground. It's a bit unstable. But to counterweight the mass, that mass, I'm adding a counterweight like that. It's a bit smoother, less shaking. So I'm installing that piece made of a 3/8, 3/4, 3/8. I have machined a step here on the milling. That's because the guides are gonna go here. And there's 2 series of holes if I want to do 12-inch or 10-inch kindling. So 3/8 sockets. So I took a flat bar 316 by 1.5. Same thing, 2 series of holes. It goes right here. So here I did a flathead. There's the other guide, same thing. So there's the other guide. It goes here. And the last guide. shoulder screw. Il filme pas avec le smile. Here's the guard. You can also catch lobsters with it. So this is the bumper for the guard. It goes here. This is the handle for the guard. Tu la vis? Ok. C'est bien ça. So you probably noticed that some video the sticks gets thrown very far. So I've made rubber fingers. I'm gonna hook that with a flat bar. Wet wood. Look at this. Water came out. I'm going to make a modification. I'm going to change the stroke and the shape of the knife, because when the wood is wet, it's doing that. Instead of a 3" of stroke, I'm going to make a 5" of stroke. We'll see what it does. I installed the new knife and the new stroke. Now I have a 5" of stroke. But take a look at the shaking. I'm gonna remove weight on the knife. It's shaking a bit less. I'm gonna add a small wheel with the big wheel because it retains the stick from turning. I'm going to put a slow motion. Final setup, it's a 5" of stroke, 2.5 from the center, and I've modified the knife. I did some holes for the machine to shake less. A lighter piece here. I'm adding this plate goes here for one reason. Sometimes when the knife hit, the piece wants to wedge, and that flat bar kind of rebound, doesn't help at all. I'm gonna try it. I'm going to make an adjustment for the wheel. I'm going to cut here a series of holes just to find the sweet spot. But I'm still having problem that it wedge. Actually, the board turns. So I did the modification. With that plate too. So I done some tests here to move it forward, backward. I still have to do tests. Sometimes I have a wedge, but I am out of wood for now, so I'm gonna give updates. Thanks for watching.